Hello guys, welcome back my YouTube channel. If you are new here guys, my name is Harag. I am new YouTuber. I have been upload a couple of video. It's all about English language. I really beg you guys to share my YouTube channel and comment and click the subscribe button and like button. Let's grow up together guys. I really passionate to learn English language. One of the reason why I created YouTube channel to support myself and to motivated other people also who want to learn English language as a second language, and also who want who want to learn English language and also other third or second or third language. Yeah, no matter which language, every languages have like similar process, similar journey. That's the reason. So I am one of the example how I start learning English language and achieve my goal. Even though I'm not a native speaker, but at least here I am today. I can speak English very well, and also I can understand English very well. So today's video I'm gonna share about which accent is very like which accent we should follow and which country accent we should follow. Let's talk about this accent. In my opinion, all of accent is Ingu. A lot of people prefer like follow British accent. Some people say like follow American accent, like Indian accent. For me, I like to follow all of the accent equally because it's useful to watch every podcast, because if we are only follow American accent, if we don't follow like other accent, British accent, African accent, because African English accent also, they have their own language. I mean, they have their own accent in English. Middle East people also, they have their own accent in English, and America accent, and also like British and other country also. So for example, if you are only follow British accent, if you are not follow or try to listen other podcast or other accent, it's gonna be difficult to like listen any other accent like podcast, for example. But if you are follow different accent like Indian accent, American accent, sometimes American accent, Indian accent, all of the accent equally, it's gonna be easy to listen any podcast and watching any movie, whatever you want, because you have already experience. You develop every different accent. For example, if I don't like Indian accent, I can't watch, I can't understand, because I'm not choosing them. So in my opinion, for me, why I found myself good at in listening, the reason why I'm not choosy, I don't like choose. All of the accent, all of the country, all of the accents, they have their own accent, and they have their own Inco accent. So I like to follow them. I really like Indian accent. Yeah, a lot of people told me Indian accent very difficult, but for me it's not very difficult. It's usually Indian accent, they are good at speaking English language as a second language. Yeah, now time also this generation as an Indian, they are really very active and very fluent in English. Of course they have their own accent, it's very unique and different. I really like it, and a lot of people also mention me my accent is look like an Indian accent. I'm grateful to hear that, to know that actually. Yeah, back because I really love Indian accent. The reason why I love Indian accent, it's okay, they have their own accent, it's okay for me, and I already used to watch Indian movie in English. That's fine for me, and also that's fine for me. And also I'm very passionate Indian accent, like Indian movie, Indian music in English, Indian podcast. There is a lot of podcasts, so I'm not suffering to listen any podcast from India, Indian accent, because I have already tried to listen to them, pay attention, like mix myself with those accent, so yeah, as I mentioned, a lot of people told me your accent look like an Indian accent, Middle East accent, because I already living in Dubai. Yeah, and I have a lot of internet friend from Dubai, from in like India, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and other like Asia continent people, Asian country. So that is the reason I think, because I spend a lot of time in group talking with strangers, people from India, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, and other countries as well. So that is the reason my accent is like balanced. It's not balanced. My accent look like an Indian. Or whenever I'm talking with people, if those people don't know me as a first time, are you from India? Are you from Bangladesh, Pakistan? Just they guess me like that, because of my accent. I didn't notice about it. Anyways, I'm happy about it. I got myself finally. I have an Indian accent. Yeah, the reason why I love an Indian accent, usually they are not using like construction or difficult slang or accent. They usually like to use common and very basic. So as a beginner, for me, it's easy to follow them. It's because they are not, they usually they actually using very basic and common words. So it's, as a beginner, it's very it's very easy to listen to them, to understand whatever they are talking about, so that's the reason. So no matter what you like, you don't like, my advice to you, I like to advise you, like, don't follow only one accent. Don't choose only one accent. Don't be choosy to follow. No matter what kind of podcast you are watching, what kind of break news, what kind of news, try to balance all of the accent. Because if you are interested to listen or to listen any podcast from any country and any blog, you have to try listen different podcasts. I mean different accent, British accent, sometimes British accent, sometimes British movie as well, sometimes American accent, sometimes Indian accent, sometimes also African accent, and other different accent. Yeah, because as I mentioned, that gonna help you to like keep listen and keep like understanding whatever you are watching. Yeah, that's the reason. So I'm not choosy. I like to follow a different accent. So I'm not compare, actually. I respect those all different accent. I respect Indian accent, I respect American, I respect every individual accent, for because they have their own accent. The accent means uh like for example, let me Indian accent, Indian English accent. As I mentioned, they are good at speaking, but the accent is like the tone is similar to, like, it's related to Hindi language, Hindi language, like Hindi accent. That's the reason, Hindi accent. So even though they the pronunciation is very nice, very clear, and they usually use very clear and very common words, especially as a beginning, like as a beginner, for like me, it's very easy to follow them. Yeah, so don't compare one accent to one country accent to other country accent. As I mentioned, every country accent have their own different Inco accent, so every like accent is useful. And that accent, if we follow all those accents, will help us to understand every accent while we are watching anything, any podcast. Yeah, so hope guys this video help you about which accent is very perfect, which accent is good to follow, to watch, to to choose. So as I mentioned, because if I could like watching only like British accent or American, a lot of people also mention me, don't follow this accent, like American accent. You should like follow British accent like that. Like, for me, that advice not good for me. It doesn't work for me, because I don't want to focus only one accent, because I like to geography. I'm very passionate to geography, and I like to communicate with people, with a stranger from all around the world. For example, if I'm if I only watching American accent, if I hate Indian accent, so how can I communicate with those people from India? Because I hate the accent. If I hate the accent, that is the reason. So if you are geography, if you are interested in geography, if you are interested to talk with different people, so you should not be choosy in accent. You should try to follow and pay attention and try to train your hair ear to like develop your understanding skill with different accent. So I hope guys this video help you about accent. So don't forget share and click my click the subscribe button and thumbs up button, please. I really beg you, let's grow up together. Thanks so much for listening to me. Don't forget to add positive comment until I create other video. Bye bye.